Hey, legend. Frazer Brooks here, coming to you with day 3 of the free 5-day blitz. Hope you're enjoying it so far. It's not too late for your network marketing friends, team, family to be able to register and get in on this. Even though day 1 and day 2 are lost, they can still tune into day 3, 4, 5. They could also still get the VIP pass to be able to guarantee themselves to be able to watch all the recordings of the training sessions, as well as all the amazing stuff that we've got going on inside the VIP pass, like the full recordings, the daily Zooms with Q&A session, plus the recordings of that, my notes from the Blitz, scripts, flow, and pack, which is just amazing. Something that's coming on Friday, which I'm fired up about. Don't miss that session on Friday. Please don't. And then a ticket to Success Summit online, all right, all for $50 US dollars. Crazy. Wild. Anyway, yesterday I announced that we're going to be having some different speakers at this year's Success Summit. So before I get into this training on attraction marketing today, which I'm super fired up about, and I know it's going to help a lot of people, I just want to announce some other speakers. So I already announced yesterday Jesse Lee Ward, Rob Sperry, Peter Sage, and Eric Warre. So I'm going to give you let's give you 3 more. Right? 3 more. So my friend Perry Walker, she's going to be coming back. She speaks at almost all of the Success Summit online events simply because her story is unbelievable. And she's now one of the biggest influencers, I think, in the network marketing space who uses social media. Her following is absolutely huge. It's skyrocketed by like 600,000 followers in maybe 18 months, which is just crazy. Daniel G., one of the best sales coaches and closing coaches in the world right now. He's become a good friend, and he's just an absolute beast. His energy level is crazy. He's got some great content as well. It's going to help you with sales and closing. You're going to love him. And then also we have Rakan Khalifa. So Rakan is also a fairly new friend. I've known him for just over a year or so, but he used to watch a lot of my content back in the day, and now he's gone on to become one of the biggest millennial leaders in the network marketing space, and his content's really, really great. You're going to love his storytelling as well. So Jesse Lee Ward's very tactical. Rob's very tactical. Eric Warre's very tactical. Perry Walker's obviously are very tactical with social media. Daniel G is going to be a lot about sales and closing. Rakan's going to be a lot of storytelling and culture and leadership. And Peter Sage is going to be all transformation. So already this event is shaping up to be incredible. Do not miss it. So make sure you hit the green button before Friday evening. Before Friday is finished, make sure you hit that green button and get yourself the VIP pass, which includes a ticket to Success Summit online. Right, let's get into this. I'm looking here because my phone's got all my notes on today. So let's talk about the journey of attraction marketing. So you guys know I like using the flip chart, right? I hope you enjoy watching me on the flip chart as much as I love being on the flip chart. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to today talk about the journey of taking strangers to sales, right? Woohoo! Right? Strangers to sales. So if you don't already know, a lot of my story, let's go, whoop. It's a bridge, right? It's a journey across the bridge it's not the Bridge of Belief, for those of you guys who know the Bridge of Belief training. It's a bit different than that. But for those of you who don't know my story, real quick, when I got started in network marketing, I was the perfect prospect. I'd seen my mum and dad make millions and millions and millions of dollars from the industry of network marketing. And I became the perfect prospect. I saw the fortune, I saw the fame, I saw the freedom, I saw the fun, I saw the friends, I saw the family, I saw all of the amazing things that you can get from network marketing. But I also had one F word that stopped me: fear. I saw them make all this money. I knew it was a legit business. I knew that anyone could do it, but my fears were the fear of public speaking, the fear of failure, and the fear of rejection. And it took me 4 years to realize, you know what? If I don't do this now, when am I going to do it? If I don't do it with my mom and dad, who am I going to do it with? Like, why? If it works for them, why not me? So I thought, screw it. I'm going to do this. And I remember speaking to people on my friends list, like people who I had on my like contact list. A lot of them said no. And on my original first piece of paper, I wrote this one sentence, which I really hope that you write down because it changed my life so much. And I don't just say that because even today, that moment that was like 12, 13 years ago, that moment, like I talk about every single day and it shaped everything that I do. And it's simply this. Network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. Network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. That's all it is. That's all it is. You find someone, you build a relationship with them, see if they're open, and then if they buy, great. If they don't, great. Now in this example, and I say strangers to friends is building a relationship, but when they're part of your family, it means they're a part of your community. You care for them. You want them to win. So in this example, we're going to take someone from a stranger to buying our product, but that also means that they're a part of your family. So how do we do this? So I'm going to try and use all my pens today, right? So number one is first and foremost, we need to establish which platform we're going to be using now. The main three, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yes, I know there are people out there who are recruiting people on LinkedIn and YouTube and Pinterest, but honestly, not everyone is used to those platforms. And when you sign someone up and say, right, now you need to get Pinterest, and they go, Pinterest? Now you need to go get a YouTube channel. They're like, well, I'm not a YouTuber. Or now you need to go and set up LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I don't even own a suit. I don't want to put a suit and tie on for my profile picture. I get it, right? I get it. So in my opinion, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Now, which is best? Well, that's up to you, really, to understand which is best. The best platform is the one that you consistently use and are going to follow these steps that I'm going to share with you. But in my opinion, right now, it's TikTok. Like, there's just the short form video. I would say if you asked me, Frazer, what is the best platform to build a brand on now or build a following? I would say TikTok. Frazer, what's the best platform right now to get sales? I would also probably say TikTok. But if you said, Frazer, what's the best platform to build a business with? I would say Facebook. I don't know why I'm pointing because I've not written it down, right? I would say Facebook. Why? You got Facebook groups to build a community. You've got the system there of like an ad tag message system. The messenger's way better. Group messengers are way better. You can call with people in the messenger. It's not just the short-term video. But now Facebook have Facebook Reels. It's just exploding. So here's what I would do. I would definitely have Facebook. And I would definitely now have TikTok. Now, if you're okay, let me tell you this. There are 4 types of network marketers. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Number 1 are people who build in their spare time. I'm not going to write spare time out because I can just speak it. People who build in their spare time, meaning an hour here or there, right? Anywhere from maybe 1 to 5 hours a week. Okay, like I do a bit here and there. Sometimes attend the events, sometimes attend the Zoom calls, but I'm working a lot. But I speak to people at the weekend and blah, blah, blah. Okay. The second type is someone who's a part-timer, meaning anywhere from 5 to 20 hours a week. Like maybe they work part-time in a job and they work part-time on their fortune, as Jim Rohn would say. They work part-time on their job and maybe they work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they have Thursday, Friday, Saturday to build their business and then Sunday off. Right? There's the third type who are full-time, right? 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week. They kind of don't go to their job. They kind of do their business from Monday to Friday. They have a weekend off unless there's an event happening, and they're full-time. The last type, and I hope this is you because it's definitely me, are all the time. ATT, right? ATT probably should be OTT for over the top. I'm all the time, meaning when I wake up, I think about network marketing. When I go to sleep, I think about network marketing. When I'm talking to Svetlana on date night, I'm talking about network marketing. When I'm watching the football, I'm thinking about network marketing. When I'm playing golf, I'm thinking about network marketing. When I'm on my phone, I'm thinking, what can I create that's going to help network marketers? When I'm writing books, I think, what's going to help the network marketing? Like all the time, all the time, all the time. So the reason why I tell you this is because this is going to determine how many platforms I believe you should be on. Because if I tell you, as someone who builds for 1 to 5 hours a week, you need to be on all 3 platforms, you're going to go, yeah, no. And then you're going to straight away think, well, that means I'm not going to be able to succeed. Because they said that I've got to be on all 3 platforms and I can't. Like, I get it. So I believe if your spare time, just be on one of the platforms. You choose Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whichever one that you feel you're most comfortable with and you actually can get some results from. There's no point in going, I absolutely love TikTok. I don't ever recruit or get sales from it, but that's my platform. No point with that, right? Not saying TikTok's bad, I'm just saying in that example. Okay? Now, if you're part-time, I believe you should be on 2 platforms. If you've got up to 20 hours a week to build your business, then be on Facebook and Instagram, or Instagram and TikTok, or Facebook and TikTok. You choose. I kind of like Facebook and TikTok. I know that people say that it's better to have Instagram because it's easier to transition someone from TikTok to Instagram, but I just like Facebook, all right? But again, completely up to you. There's no wrong or right answer with this if it's the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you're going to go, I'm going to use YouTube and LinkedIn, I don't expect you to get as much results as the people who use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you're full-time, all those 3. If you're all the time, all those 3, and maybe YouTube, right? Just saying 3+. So I hope that makes sense there because it's the first step, right? It's the first step. Now, whatever platform you use, there's 3 things or 3 types of 3 things that you really need to be showing on there. Number 1 is you need to educate. This could be lessons that you share. Something I learned this week, right? Could be a lesson. Maybe you're really good at golf. And maybe you're going to go to the driving range and you're going to go live and you're going to say, hey guys, just going to take you here to the driving range. It's just to hold me accountable. Maybe you read books all the time and personal development is your thing. Right, one of my friends, Roland Manny, who's one of the mentors in the inner circle, he saw that I love quotes. He also loved quotes. So he goes live every day sharing a quote and then the story behind the quote or what he feels that the quote means to him. And people are starting tuning in and being like, I love this quote. And by the way, just because someone else does it doesn't mean you can do it too. All right? Since I got into the coaching space, there have been hundreds of new coaches talking about social media and network marketing. Hundreds. It's crazy, right? The second thing is entertain. This could be you twerking on a TikTok. That's me twerking. It could be you twerking on a TikTok dance. That could you sharing a training in a funny way. You could be sharing a funny story that's happened to you. You could do whatever it is. Whatever you find entertaining, you entertain that way. If you find humor entertaining, be humorous. If you find dancing entertaining, dance. If you find talking about relationships entertaining, talk about that. If you find talking about personal development is entertaining, talk about that. Whatever you find entertaining is what you talk about because that's entertaining to other people, your people. All right? Third one, can't count, is energy. You got to show energy and emotion, guys. We talked about this yesterday, but you have to show energy because energy is currency. Again, one of the reasons why I have a lot of people follow me and a lot of people taking, there's thousands of people in this blitz, is not because, hey everyone, today I want to talk about attraction marketing, the journey from stranger to sales. Now, please open your textbooks to page. I'm being energetic now. Please open your textbooks to page 17. Page 17, paragraph 2. Word 7 you'll see finds energy. You've got to have energy. Energy is your currency. If you give it to some people, you're going to have to get it back as well. You deposit and you withdraw. Blah, 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 blah. Bored. I learned, you know what, I'm going to read one of my notes that I took from a podcast about a few days ago. Let me just find it really, really quick. This was crazy to me. You can't talk too long if your content is good. But you can only talk too long if you're boring. Now, some of you might be thinking, that's not highly valuable, that's obvious. But I had to write it down because it hit me. Because sometimes I feel like I can go on a bit. Sometimes, right? Sometimes. But I also realize there's a lot of people out there who don't need the words that I'm saying, they need how I'm saying it. Like, I don't know what it is. Just listening to you just fires me up. It just fires me up, and that's what a lot of people need. Remember yesterday. Feel good, do good, get good. When you get good, you feel good, you do good, you get good. When you get even better, you do more, you feel better, you do better, you get better. Right? Now, here's the thing about this, guys. Energy you can share in your stories, you can share in your posts, you can share in your lives, you can share in your reels, you can share on all these different platforms, but guess what all 3 of these things have in common? They are all stories. They are all stories. You educate through stories. You entertain through stories. You share energy through stories. So here's a really cool exercise for you. Now, I shared this on a Facebook Live I did recently, but I believe I deleted the live. I don't think it's up on social media. It might be, but I think we deleted it. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I want you to do what we call now the stories that stick, right? And shout out to my friend Lalani. She kind of wrote it in the comments, and we were like, oh, that's what we'll call it. Stories that stick. I'm sorry for that being like vertical writing. So you're going to need, this is your assignment for today. I might give you another assignment as well. Get a stack, go on Amazon, go to your nearest stationery store, whatever, and order a stack of sticky notes. And like a pen, like an easy pen to write with, pencil, Sharpie, whatever it might be. Borrow one of your kids, whatever. So a stack of sticky notes and a piece of paper and a pen. And before you go to bed every day, think about what's something that I learned, like a lesson, what's a sad emotion and a happy emotion. Or you could do a lesson that I learned, a sad emotion, and things I'm grateful for. Now, a lot of people would say, why are you writing down the sad things? Don't you want to kind of forget those things? No. Think of every movie that you watch which you enjoyed. Is it always great, 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 great? No. It's great, 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 sad, great, 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 really sad, happy ending, woohoo! It takes you on an emotional roller coaster, up and down, good and bad, happy and sad, right? That's the whole point. So here's the thing. A lot of people hate journaling. Or if they journal, the journal is private. Well, here's the thing, guys. The journal's good for you, but the journal's no good for anyone else. So here's what's going to happen. A lot of you, almost every one of you, will forget 90% of the stories that happen to you, if not more. That's crazy. If 100 stories, 100 things happen to you that's a story around, you will forget 90 of them. Not just because your memory doesn't store them, because you're not aware of them, because you haven't written them down. You haven't trained your brain to think, what's the story behind that? So again, back to the sticky note. Every night, a lesson, sad emotion, happy emotion, or a lesson, sad emotion, three things you're grateful for. So now what happens? Throughout the week, you've got 7 of these sticky notes. Right? 1 sticky note per day. On the Sunday night, 7, 8, 9 p.m. UK, your time, not UK time, your time, right? You sit down, you get the 7 notes, you put them right in front of you. And you go, wow, yeah, I remember that. That was so powerful. Or wow, yeah, Tuesday was not so great. But Wednesday evening, I was on fire. So now you can build a story that you can tell from the lessons that you've learned. Now, you might go live, and this is a live, you can do a reel about it. I'll talk about this in a minute. But you could go live talking about the 3 lessons I learned this week. Next week, the 7 lessons I learned this week. Next week, how I almost quit. Talk about the sad emotion. The next week, the ups and downs of this week. Talk about the good, the bad, the good. Next week, 1 lesson that's changed my life. We talk about a lesson. You'll never, ever run out of content. For those of you who love going live or want to go live every day, you do your sticky notes before you go live. Boom, boom, boom. Or you do your live based on yesterday. Hey guys, yesterday was a day and a half. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but my stories are boring. No one's going to find them interesting. I promise you, your life is way more exciting than someone else's. I just promise you that. I sit here most of the time, I'm in this room or I'm in the lounge with Svetlana hanging out and I think, man, my life is boring. And then the next week I go on a flight to Bosnia. I'm speaking at an event in Bosnia. That's exciting, that's fun, but there are certain things that happen in this boring life that are actually very exciting to a lot of people. And that's your goal, to share them, educate people through the lessons, entertain people by showing them your ups and downs, and you're laughing about it, and people can relate. People can relate to the story, oh, it's game on, and then share it in an energetic way. Oh, guys, let me tell you this. Now, it's going to take you a little bit of time. I can tell when I go back to lives that I watched 4 or 5 years ago, or videos that I did 4 or 5 years ago. Hi, folks. Frazer Brooks here from Formby in Liverpool in the UK. Really excited. I thought I was energetic. Man, I was nowhere near energetic. But the more comfortable you get, the more energy you can pass on through the lens. And the better you get on the camera, if you can transfer that into in-person, oh, it's game on. All right. So anyway, that's platform. Because this is the key. This is the key right there. Do that assignment that I talked to you about with the stories that stick. It's going to be game on. It's going to be game over, you could say. All right, number 2. Know your niche. Now, I know a lot of people say, like, oh, you don't need a niche. You don't need an exact niche that's like, oh my God, I've got it absolutely nailed to win. But you need to kind of know a little bit of the process. So I need you to complete this sentence. Now, those of you who have followed me for a while, you'll know the sentence and you'll know how to complete it. But it's not for everyone who's just followed me for a while. I help blank to blank. I help who to what? I help who to what? Now, the who is usually you. I help mums to lose weight. I help parents to make more money. I help millennials to travel the world more for less. I help surfers to earn an extra income. I help, whatever, dads to improve their golf swing. Like, whatever you want, whoever you are is who you speak to, and whatever you want to help them with is what you talk about. Now, most people get stuck and they go, yeah, I don't know what mine is, and they just paralyze themselves. So focus on this first bit. I help mums. I help parents. I help yoga instructors. I help yoga lovers. I help football fans. I help travel enthusiasts. And then write down a list of everything that person is, does, wants, relates to, has experienced, wants to know, resources, because you are that person. If I go, I help women. I'm not a woman, but I help them. Come on, guys. I can't do that. I've got flipping no clue. I wish I had a clue how women work. I have no idea. Zero. I've got a little idea, but not that much. I'm clueless, really. All right? So I don't surf. I mean, I wish I could. I help surfers to earn an income. I can't relate to them. Like, they're doing this, I'm doing that. Like, isn't that what it is? No, mate, that's like, you're a rocker. That's cool. That's not cool. Wrong finger. Right? So, like, but I help network marketers. Oh, that's mine. I help network marketers to build their business on social media. Now, I know all the stories that a network marketer goes through. I know all the emotions. I have my own stories. I have stories of people I've coached. I know what they need to know. I know what they don't need to know. I know that it's all about mindset, skill set, leadership development. I know the resources. I know the books. I know the speakers. I know who's good, who's not. I know who's crushing it, who's not. And I'm confident that I can go, right, yep, go live. I'm just going to talk about network marketing. How good is network marketing? Drop a love heart if you absolutely love network marketing. And I can just go from there. But if you say to me, right, Frazer, I want you to talk about menopause, I'm going to go, no. By the way, there's a lot of people crushing it with I help women go through menopause, right? With menopause or whatever. Again, I don't even know the language. I don't even know the language to use. I'm laughing to a camera on record. It's kind of awkward, but yeah. So figure this out. Please figure this out. But again, start with this and start creating content that relates to these people until you start to go, you know what? I really want to help these people to whatever. Here's the thing. If you're selling Sharpie pens, you don't have to talk about Sharpie pens. You can talk about them every once in a while. You could go live and go, hey, mums. I always say legends. Why? Because I help legends. Network marketers are legends in my eyes. So, like, let's say you help mums. Once in a while, you might go, hey, by the way, guys, a lot of you guys have asked, like, what pens I give my kids. If you want me to send the link of where I get my pens from, just message me and I'll send them through. Anyway, today, go and watch, if you don't already, go and watch big YouTube channels. Almost all of them, about a third of the way through, will say, by the way, here's a message from our sponsor. They'll mention a sponsor or a brand or a deal, or at the end they'll say, if you want my free resource, comment down below. Everyone's flipping doing it, so why aren't you? But if it's all about, like, I help people to buy my product, or I want people to buy my product. No. What's in it for them? Why are they going to engage, share, and tell their friends? Otherwise, your pot of people, your pool of people, go do. No more left. All right? Let's move on. I'm running out of time. I knew I would. Number 3. Now we're getting into the content. I know you could talk about content here, but in reality, you pick your platform, you know your niche, or you get a bit clearer on your niche. Now you need to create the content. Now, there are 3 pieces of content in my eyes, or like 3 things you need to get people to do through your content that's going to make them buy. Some of you guys have seen me do this before. Again, if you've been following me for a while, you're starting to get very confident about what I'm teaching and training. If you're brand new, stay in the process. Listen to the podcasts, watch the YouTubes, attend Success Summit, and you will learn so much, and you'll be able to become an absolute mini-me, but even a better me, right? You start as a mini-me, you're kind of like, oh, I'm teaching Frazer stuff, until one day you become a way better me. And I really hope that for you. And I just hope that I'm a part of the journey, okay? So here's the thing. In order for people to buy from you, they need to know you, like or love you, and trust you, right? Know, like, trust, KLT. They need to know you, like you, trust you. How do you do that with your content? Well, people know you through your reels. Your reels are going to get the biggest reach. You go live, you could get 1,000 people see it. You do a reel that explodes, you could get 1 million people who see it. This is why it's so good. Now, do stories get you known? No. Do lives get you known? Sometimes, but not that much anymore. It used to. If you go live on Instagram, no one's seeing it apart from the people who actually follow you or stalk you, right? If you go on the data of who sees your stories, almost 98 to 99% of people who see your stories are followers. Everyone else is a non-follower. Top tip: if you want to increase your story views, increase your follower count. Okay? So anyway, reels are going to get you known. Facebook reels, Instagram reels, TikTok videos are the same thing. Pick a platform, Facebook. Save the reel and then convert it and put it onto TikTok and Instagram. I highly like putting it onto TikTok, then downloading it using an app called snapinsta.app. And then you can put it onto the other platform. Sorry, that's Instagram. Put it onto Instagram, then use a website called snapinsta.app. It's a website, not an app, although it says app. Snapinsta.app. You kind of can save the reel, you can put the link into it, and it will give you the video you download with sometimes the music and definitely the captions, and then you can put it onto TikTok and onto Facebook. You've done 1 piece of content, 3 platforms. Let's go. Now, after that, you've done your reels. Now you're getting known. Happy days. You're going to get liked and loved through lives. Replace the V from lives with a K, and now you've been liked. Lives, likes. So lives are going to get you liked and loved. Why? In a 15-second reel, you don't really know that much about someone. You don't know the name of their dog. You don't know what their favorite food is. You don't know if they drink or not. You don't know if they have a dog. You don't know if they're married. You don't know if they have kids. You don't know where they live. You don't know where their favorite sports team is. So much. But on lives, you can give value, and throughout the value, you can weave in, oh, by the way, guys, let me tell you a story, because you got your flipping sticky notes. I went to my favorite supermarket the other day, Tesco's, and I don't think I'm going to go there again, you know. Like, it was just absolutely shocking. I think I'm going to go to Waitrose. Anyone else go through the same situation? Anyone else don't shop at Tesco's and they go to Waitrose? For our international friends, Tesco's and Waitrose are like 2 big food supermarkets in the UK. Or maybe it's like, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to jump from iPhone to Android, you know. Like, and now they know where I used to shop, where I shop now, what my phone is, why I used to love it, why I don't. Like, oh, Liverpool are playing tomorrow. Like, Liverpool played last night. We won 3-0. Absolutely buzzing. Been a fan for years and years and years. Okay, now there are some people who support Liverpool who now adore me. There are some people who support Man United who are like, oh, no. But now we've got the banter, because it's not that aggressive. Right, now we've got the banter. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, I'm not really a fan of cats, but I love dogs. The cat lovers are like, oh, come on. Right, and the dog lovers are like, yeah, me too. Right, so you weave in a bit of your life and your personality. If I do a reel and say, I'm a Liverpool supporter, you should be too. No, that's why lives are so important. And then the trust, the know, like, trust, comes from consistency. I'm going to write an equation for you. An equation that I believe is the most important equation on social media. And one that I want you to absorb, take in, and run with. This is important. Truth plus time equals trust. Truth plus time equals trust. Truth plus time equals trust. This is what you got to do. You got to turn up every day and tell the truth. How do you tell the truth? Stories. Now, some people will trust you after an hour. That's me, by the way. I trust you very, very quickly. Some people will trust you after a day. Some after a week. Some will take 3 years to trust you because they've been burned or hurt or a partner's cheated on them or their husband left them, whatever. There's different reasons. There's different reasons why people trust fast versus slow. But you've got to show up. You've got to tell the truth. And in time, people will trust you. You tell the truth by telling your stories. You tell the truth by telling the ups and the downs. That's why going back to stories that stick, sharing your sad emotion, your sad emotion, super important. Super important. Okay? You show your ups, you show your downs. But here's the thing. Longevity creates credibility. The longer someone sees you doing the same thing for, the more money you'll make. I'll say it again. The longer someone sees you doing the same thing for, the more money you'll make. The more credibility you get. So if they see you doing, I'm selling red pens, and now today I'm selling black pens, and now today I'm selling mouses, and then today I'm selling books, and then today I'm selling more pens, and then now I've gone back to selling red pens, and then now I'm doing black pens, and I'm selling mouses again, and I'm selling books again. People aren't going to know what they're going to get from you, and therefore you're not a reliable resource, and therefore they don't trust as much. So, you've got to choose the platform. Know your niche. Who are you helping? Every day, every day, every day. Show up, show up, show up. What reels are you doing? Or what lives are you doing? And how consistent are you actually being? If you're going to take a week off, when you come back, talk about why you had the week off. Oh, but I don't want to share too much. I'm quite a private person. Guys, I'm a private person. But I also want to build a business. So I've got to be prepared to be public a lot of the times. All right? Now, real quick, I haven't got any more time to talk about this, but it's conversation. I'm going to talk more about conversation tomorrow when we talk about recruiting, but conversation, you cannot expect your messenger to be filled in the beginning. In the end, you can make a post and you'll get 20 people message you saying, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. But in the beginning, you have to be the instigator. If someone comments or loves or likes, you've got to reach out to them and say hey, how you doing? What's up? I'm not going to go into the scripts right now. Those of you guys who got the VIP pass, you guys will already have those scripts. But that is the 4-part process to attraction marketing. You attract who you want by telling your stories that relate to the people you want to help, and be consistent by creating content that gets people to know you, gets people to like you, gets people to trust you through reels, lives, and consistently. Truth plus time equals trust. Now, before I give you the assignment, I'm going to just tell you about the VIP pass. I know this is day 3. You've heard about this 3 different times now. But I hope that you know that I always promote things that I believe is going to bring massive value to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother turning up, right? I just wouldn't bother. So here's the thing. The VIP pass covers a load of different things. I think the most valuable thing is obviously the Success Summit online ticket and the thing that I'm going to be sharing with you on Friday. I'm smiling every time I mention it because I've never taught it and it's just going to blow your minds, I promise you. But on top of these things, on top of the Success Summit online ticket, which is $197, but you're getting it inside the VIP pass, which is $50 for the entire VIP pass. You're getting this thing that we're talking about on Friday. The recordings of all these 5 sessions, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for life. The daily Zoom calls, which are at 7 p.m. UK time every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you get the recordings of them as well. We're going to do Blitz, part of a Blitz. We're going to do Q&A, and I'm going to give some additional value on there as well. My notes from the entire Blitz, the scripts, flow, and pack, which we'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow. And then obviously Success Summit online ticket and the thing that we're going to be bringing up on Sunday as well. Anyway, all right. So if you would like the VIP pass to check out more information or pass it on to your team, click the green button down below or go to FrazerBrooks.com/upgrade. Go and check it out. It's $50. The deadline is going to be by the time the Blitz finishes on Friday night, right? So Friday night, once that countdown hits 0 on day 5, you won't be able to get the VIP pass for $50 unless there's a decision that we make in the team, but I highly, highly doubt it. So get it now. Lock it in. It's $50. Prove to yourself that you're committed to up-leveling. Success Summit Online is a 3-day event, 4th, 5th, and 6th of November. I'm actually giving you the recordings of Success Summit Online as well. So you will not find an event of this caliber and this quality for that price with the recordings, with the people we've got coming on. I just promise you that you won't. Anyway, with that being said, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Let's bring the energy. Let's bring the heat. And remember, go get those sticky notes and the pens and start with your stories that stick. That's your assignment. All right? See you soon, guys. Big love. Bye-bye.